This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs once again. So in this particular video, I'm going to quickly show you that how can you execute your Cypress test cases through command line from through the CLI command line runner, or maybe from the terminal or from the command prompt. So because whatever we have seen so far, let's see if I quickly show you that if I open Cypress, right? So let me just a second. Let me open Cypress from here. Okay, so if I open Cypress and you will see that okay, Cypress is getting opened from here, right? And then you can execute directly your test cases. Will be visible over here. Whatever the files that you have created, it will be visible, and you can simple execute. Let's see, I'm going to execute my test.js. Your browser will be executed. But and you have seen that the moment I make some changes over here, right? The moment I any changes over here, immediately the same test cases will be getting executed over here like that. So that is the thing that in the previous video we have already seen that. Let's see, the moment I add one more test over here, right? Simple copy and paste it over here. Immediately it will be reflected over here. But during the development, when you are executing your test cases, or sorry, when you are developing your test cases or designing the test cases or writing the script, the moment you made some changes, immediately it will be reflected over here. So during the development phase, it's good, but sometimes it's not always recommended. What if tomorrow you want to execute through command line or Jenkins or maybe some CI/CD server? In that case, we need proper command line commands where we can execute our test cases or a specific test case I want to execute, or maybe the bundle of test cases I want to execute. So how to do that? Right. So what I'm going to do that, okay, I'm going to close this Cypress from here, and then we will execute everything from now onwards from CLI. So let me terminate the command also, right? If you're not able to open terminal, what you do, simple right click on your folder and go to open in terminal. So it will be visible over here. It will open terminal inside your uh, this Visual Studio Code only. And later on, I'll show you you can directly execute directly from your command line also and terminal also, or from command prompt also. So let's see what I want that, okay, under this particular integration folder, we have our examples and we have our folders and number of tests that we have written under this particular folder. So what I'm going to do that, how to execute that. So for executing this, you simple write, you have to go to the node modules. So under node modules, you go to your bin folder. Under this particular bin folder, you simple write Cypress and simple say run. So it will directly hit your integration folder and it will check how many tests or written in different folders and will start executing it. So let me just show you, and then you see. So as such, we are not executing from the CLI runner, and then it will start picking the test cases from here. You can see that, okay, test got started, Cypress 4.7.0, and it's saying that Electron 80 headless. So this is a default browser. Electron 80 is a default browser for Cypress. If you don't mention any browser, it will do that. See, whatever it will pick examples, action spec.js. It will go to this, and one by one, it will start executing all these test cases, right? Whatever it's available inside examples or my test. And you can see that, okay, all the test cases are getting executed without opening the browser, but it will open the CLI runner. Okay, sorry, it will open the Cypress runner over here, but you cannot open it. It will just launch it in the background in the headless mode automatically. So you see that, okay, there is no browser, everything is running behind the scene. Test cases are getting executed, 8 got passed or 5 got passed or whatever, but you cannot see the browser, and the browser itself is Electron 80. Okay, that's another browser, Electron 80. So let me terminate it, otherwise there are so many test cases available under examples, right? So let me just terminate this. So you simply press Control C and terminate it. Now, the moment you terminate this CLI, this Cypress runner also is gone. And now what do you do? So this is the thing. Now, what if I want to execute a specific browser or a specific test case? Let's see. I want to execute it. Okay, hey, I don't want to execute all the examples. I just want to execute, let's see, this mytest.js or elementtest.js. How to do that? I want to go to this particular folder. So same thing. What you have to do, simple write, okay, run. and then provide hyphen spec. Let me, okay, show you like this, hyphen spec, and then you give a folder over here. Which folder? The test case are written over under Cypress. So I'll go to my Cypress, and then I'll go to my integration. From the integration, we have to go to the folder that is called my test folder. Under this particular my test folder, which file you want to execute. So let's say I want to execute, let's see, this element test.js. Okay, element test.js, and then you run it. Again, we are now executing only element underscore test.js, but it will be executed in headless mode with this, with browser name is this Electron 80. So it will give you complete information that, okay, one spec found, and this is the spec name over here, element test.js, and the Cypress version is this, and the browser version is this, and test got started and one got passed. It will generate a tabular report also, just like we get it in TestNG. Similar way, it will give you like this, all test case in green color, one test pass, zero failure, no pending, no skipped, like that. Okay, so like this, you can simply do that. Now let's see, I'll do one thing, that I'll execute all the test cases available under my test. Okay, so I simply say that go to this my test. Okay, and under this particular my test, whatever number of test cases are written, you simply execute that. So let's see. Okay, so we have given this particular folder, but it will give you an error over here that, okay, can't run because no spec files were found. So what you have to do, you simply write, you have to give the JS file name that, okay, but under this particular my test, we have to execute all these .js. So what you simply do that star.js. Okay, not a specific test, execute all these tests. So let's run it and let's see. So ignore this warning. It's saying that, okay, you are passing the spec separated list of argument. That's fine. But you can see that, okay, all the test cases are getting executed and these are the test.js files. Okay, this guy got it. And now it will see that, okay, one by one, it will pick all the test cases from there. And then it will start executing all the test cases in headless mode in Electron 80. Okay, so Electron 80 is a new concept as a new browser. We will talk about this thing later. Okay, so but it's running in headless mode. So let's run it. See, you can execute, you can see that, okay, free CRM app, and then all the test case, now it's running my test.js. It has reached over here because these are a very small test cases, so you can simply execute it, and then we will see in some time what is the final report that we are getting it. Okay, so let it run. Okay, it's still running. Maybe some other test cases, it's by default waiting for that. Okay, so let's wait for some time and let's see what exactly the final result we are getting. Sometimes it takes time. It depends on your test case, what kind of test case that you have written. And if some application is taking a lot of time, so let's see. Okay, so that timing, synchronization, all those things, we are not bothered about it. We just want to see that, okay, how exactly our test cases are getting executed. Okay, but still see it got stuck somewhere. But you can see that, okay, all my test cases are getting executed over here. Okay, so let's wait for some time. This my test.js. Okay, if it is got stuck somewhere, you do one thing, you just press Ctrl C, just terminate this, and let's run it again. Okay, so run spec Cypress. You can see that, yeah, again it got picked. And my first test is that element test.js, and it's printing the console also, launch my app or whatever, like element.js that we have written somewhere. Yeah, this is a describe actually on the console. It will be printing that, okay, launch my app. And free CRM app, that is my second test, is this is the login test that is called free CRM app. So it will give you the describe that, okay, hey, which test that you are running. Okay, and then we have my test for my test. Okay, so maybe for my test, because we are running in viewport, or maybe viewport is not working in headless mode, so that could be the possibility. Okay, but we are not sure about it. But you can see that, okay, your test cases are absolutely working fine. Right, now I'll do one thing, let me terminate it. We can generate the report later. and or maybe it's running in the background, or it will give you the report later. But I don't want to execute in headless mode, right? I want to execute in a specific browser. So how will you do that? So let's say I'll go back to this element test.js. Same thing, I'm writing node modules bin cypress run hyphen spec folder cypress integration my test, execute this particular .js file, and then provide one variable that is called the browser variable at the runtime. Okay, browser is equal to, and you give the browser name equal to Chrome, not equal to, you simply write browser Chrome, and then you run it. And now you will see that, okay, that this particular test case will be executed in Chrome browser. So browser, see, should be launched. Can you see that? See, absolutely working fine. Awesome. See, the browser is actually running this freshworks.com, and all the test cases are getting executed over here. All the steps are running over here, and your test case got passed and close the browser. Perfect. That's it. And it is generating the report also like that, right? And then it will generate the report like this. It means we are not running in the headless mode. Now we are running in the browser mode, right? Same thing if you want to execute in Firefox, because it's supporting Firefox, but it's under development still. But you can still, you want to check it, you can check it, Firefox, you write, and then let's see, make sure Firefox is available on your system, and then it will execute in Firefox as well. So this is the awesome thing that these guys have done. And you will see now actually Firefox, Cypress is running inside the Firefox now. Just see, exactly same thing is happening in Firefox now. This is awesome, right? So that's a really good thing. You just forget about this, why these post calls are getting failed, just because of these post call means these are the coming from the Freshworks. It's problem with the Freshworks. Our test is not getting failed. Perfect. And then again, you will see the report perfect over here. Now, when you run your test case, guys, what happens that, okay, by default, it will, if any screenshot that you have taken, it will take the screenshot. But for this particular test, this element test.js, we have not written any screenshot. So that's fine. But you will see that, okay, it will generate some videos also. Can you see that? It's generating the videos as well automatically. It will create one video folder. Please check, create a video folder. You don't need to refresh in Visual Studio Code. Automatically it will be generated. Under this my test related videos are available. And this is the awesome feature provided by Cypress. So what you have to do, you have to go to your workspace. Let's say I'll go to my workspace, this, go to Cypress, and here all the videos are available under my test, and see, you can run this video now. See, this is a video, and you can start the video. You can share this video, whatever the video recording, okay, is available now, whatever the execution happened, and then you can see it's around 7 seconds video. That's it. You can play with that and you can check, okay, like that. Now I'm gonna do one thing that I'm gonna execute all my test cases, okay, in the browser now. So I simply write hyphen browser equal to Chrome. Okay, so I have written, see, you see, observe it properly. I have written what? Hyphen specs, where exactly your test is available. My test is available under my test. Star.js means execute all the test files on which browser equal to Chrome. No headless. And now let's see. Or later on, you can run directly spec with the star spec.js also. That's fine. We have given the exact absolute path. But now you will see one by one all the test cases will be executed on this particular browser, and which will work absolutely working fine. And let's see, finally we will see the report over here. And okay, now it will back to back, it will execute. Okay, now see, it's running login test. See, one more browser is getting opened automatically. So let's wait for some time, wait for a few seconds, and then we will see. It's taking, it's executing, it's taking the screenshot whenever it's applicable, because you have to write the screenshot method over here. In the last video we have already discussed about it. And did you notice that all the mp4 file are getting generated over here as well in my workspace? Right, so this is really awesome. So let's see. Now the second test is mytest.js. In fact, you can see in the URL also that, hey, which test is getting executed. Mytest.js is getting executed. This is a very powerful runner, I'm telling you, as compared to other automation tools. This is something very catchy in Cypress. This is something very impressive in Cypress actually. Okay, I'm actually loving this particular feature in Cypress. The execution part is amazingly good. Yeah, here and there some drawbacks and limitations are there in Cypress with respect to execution or with respect to writing their test and handling the application. But the runner part is amazingly good and it's pretty fast. Okay, so I think one more is there or it's done. I think it's done. Now see the awesome report over here. Can you see that? See, this is the individual reports. You can see that. And the finally it will generate and one aggregate report for all the specs. See this. All specs got passed and total test cases were 13 got passed, no failure, nothing. And then see this video folder. And for my test for viewport test.js, we have taken some screenshot also. Remember for viewport.js that we have written, right? So I'll show you. See some screenshot, okay, we are calling it. So that's why screenshot, you can see that, right? And then you see the videos. For let's say tomorrow you have 10 different folders. For 10 different folders, it will create 10 different videos over here. I mean different folders, and respective videos will be stored over here. And then you come over here in your workspace and you can see the videos like this. Let's see for viewport dot, okay, this mp4 file, we will run it and then we will open it, and then let's see this is a mp4 file, and you can share with this mp4 file if any failure is there, attach with your Jira ticket, and then you can share, or you can share this video with okay, in your Slack channel or something like this. So we don't need to wait for any third-party dependency to take the screenshot and generating the videos and everything. So this is a very, very powerful thing, guys, that they have. Okay, and better when you I would advise you to better directly run from command line. That is the more appropriate approach. Otherwise, the moment you make some changes, immediately it will be reflected in the execution. Immediately it will start getting, okay, it will start running your test cases. Okay, if you are not running through command line, if you're running directly from the runner, okay, from the Cypress runner. So better we do it like this. Now, if you still like, let's say you don't want to use this Visual Studio Code command line, you can directly go to your terminal. So let me go to my terminal. See, this is my terminal, and you clear the console over here. You go to this particular uh, directory where exactly your folder is available. So my folder is available over here under my, so I'll just copy path and change the directory. So change directory to this. And then you run the same command that, yeah, browser equal to, let's see, Chrome or Firefox. Execute all the test cases directly from here, because in this particular folder, right, we have already installed node underscore modules. So node underscore modules is already there, right? And okay, and then under that bin, Cypress is already there. Same thing we are running. Run spec means run my test cases. Where exactly your test cases are available under this particular folder, integration my test, and start.js means please run everything, and browser equal to Chrome, and then let's run it. You can pass this particular pattern also, guys, that's okay. Okay, now that's why that's just a warning, you can ignore it. And then from the command line itself, you can see that, okay, all the test cases are running. And the same command, when you integrate with Jenkins, okay, you can simply give the same command over there as well, and Jenkins will also execute in the same fashion. And on the Jenkins console also, you will be seeing all these all these reporting and everything on the console as well, and the complete execution log, you will see that over there. And for every test file, you will see the report like this. So this is something amazingly good, no doubt about it. They have customized, okay, all these runners and execution and the console output totally in a different way, in a very customized and very beautiful way, like that. So anyone can see those reports, anyone can see the screenshot, anyone can see the the video file and everything. So this is something amazingly good that these days they have done it. Now the last one is the sample.js, it's done. And the last one is the viewport test.js, sorry. And yeah, I think almost done. So we have around 6 tests we have written under viewport, and then this is also done. Perfect. And you will see the report over here. Okay, so it will start processing and see, and it's not like generating the video is taking a lot of time. Immediately it will generate You can see that, okay, finish that compressed to 32 CRF, and this individual file also you can check it over there. You can directly go to this particular directory, this particular file directory, and then simple go and check it. And again, a beautiful report, you can see it over here, right? So this is about execution of your Cypress test cases from command line, from CLI. So this is called CLI, okay, command line interface runner. So now onwards, I would prefer to execute Cypress test directly from command line instead of, okay, checking it over there. So better, because we all are used to it, right? In Eclipse also, in IntelliJ also, you write the code, then you right click in it and run as testng or run as Java application. Like that we do it, right? The same thing we have to do it over here as well. That is a more preferred way. But when you're developing something and immediately you want to check, okay, in execution the same thing is getting reflected or not, that time you can use this Cypress runner from there directly. Okay, so that's all for this particular video, guys. I hope you are enjoying Cypress, and let me know if you have any issues. Please practicing it, and let me know if you have any issues. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. There is a subscribe button. Please click on it, and there are a lot of new videos are coming in the future. So keep watching Naveen Automation Labs. Thank you so much.